Karens are just about the worst people you can encounter. They think they're entitled to everything, so they go about acting crazy. However, the only thing Karens fear are cops, because they know cops have no time for their foolish games. From a celebrity Karen to a crazy dog owner, here is a compilation of Karens getting served justice in the most satisfying ways possible. First off is the case of love and hip-hop star Joseline Hernandez. On June 12, 2023, Hernandez got into a fight with another reality star, Big Lex, and things soon turned into a boxing match between the two. But it didn't just stop there. When a security guard came to separate the two, Hernandez slapped him across the face multiple times. She then hit another artist in the back of the head. When cops finally arrived at the scene, it was still a mess.
I can't believe they didn't tell you. She don't my wife.
Ma'am, please.
She don't gotta own the building. She don't gotta own the building. It's respect. It's respect. 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 You don't bring somebody that don't rock with the act, the main act. You don't bring somebody here that rock with the main act. You don't do that.
Please.
It's weirdo ass shit.
Get him out of here. Get that motherfucker out of here. Get him out of here.
While the cops were trying to prevent things from escalating further, Hernandez decided to do something she would regret. She threw her phone at the officers, forcing them to pin her to the ground and put her in cuffs. Normally, you'd expect her to cooperate at this point, but for a Karen like Hernandez, she was only going to make this as hard as possible for the officers.
Y'all want to kill me? You
Give it in. I got it.
faggot. You faggot. You faggot.
Relax, bro.
You
You good? I got it.
You faggot. You You gay. You gay. If you kill me, you all gonna die.
Nobody wants to hurt you.
If you kill me, Cracker, you're going down
Nobody
first.
wants to hurt you.
Cracker,
I'm not a
Cracker,
cracker.
you're going down first.
I'm not a
Cracker,
cracker.
you're going down first, Cracker.
Hernandez thought threatening the cops would scare them off, but she only put herself in more trouble.
Toditos se van a morir. Toditos y tú vas a hacer esto.
Come on, let's go.
Let's
go.
And your cracker boys tell you what to do. Your cracker boys tell you what to do. Your cracker boys tell you what to do. I look at y'all two black laying this cracker white boys tell y'all what to do. You should be ashamed of yourself.
But Hernandez wasn't done yet. She decided to stop walking while the cops were taking her outside the building, forcing them to hoist her up and drag her out. Instead of being a role model and showing her fans how to behave, Hernandez decided to go mega Karen.
Let's go. We're gonna get more charges.
Don't you do it. Let go.
Stop resisting. Stop kicking.
Let go.
Stop. Hey.
Let go.
Stop. Let me out.
Hey, let go of me right now. Hey,
Are you gonna stop
don't
kicking?
look at me.
Are you gonna stop
Yes,
kicking?
you let go of me.
Are you gonna stop
You
kicking?
tell them to let go of me
Are you
right
gonna
now.
stop kicking?
Yes.
Even with all the fighting and kicking, the cops still managed to get Hernandez back to the car. Surprisingly, she got into the car without fighting because she already knew that there was no use.
Don't you touch me, Cracker. Don't you touch me, Cracker. Don't you touch me, you steak. Dirty Cracker.
Now, if all that wasn't enough, Joseline Hernandez even made her way onto the news.
Joseline Hernandez made a name for herself on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, but last month she found herself in handcuffs.
Hernandez faced 4 different charges, including trespassing and battery. But if you think Hernandez was acting crazy, just wait till you see this next Karen. On November 20th, 2023, this woman confronted her neighbors with a butcher knife at their home, accusing them of stealing her dog. Before the incident, the woman, 24-year-old Kiriana Rebecca Lyles, calmly called the cops about her dog around 10:30 a.m. that same day. This was the time the cops were first made aware of the situation. Here is the dispatch call.
in the same spot in someone's backyard, but I knocked on two of the neighbors' doors. One of them answered, said that they didn't have the dog. It sounds like it's coming from the house behind them. But it's like hard to tell.
Can you give me an address of where we need to go?
Yeah.
And can you see your dog?
Can I what?
How do you know it's your dog?
Because I know what my dog is barked from.
Only a few minutes later, another call came in from the same area, and the person on the other end of the line claimed that a woman was holding a butcher knife and she was trying to break into their house. The person also stated that the woman was trying to break their back fence and get into the property.
I'm calling. I live in Rancho Cordova, and there's this woman walking around with a butcher knife, and she just tried to break into our house.
What address is this at? And is the person white, black, Hispanic, or Asian?
She's white. She's wearing checkered shorts. She's holding around a butcher knife, and she's going around.
What color shirt, ma'am?
People's houses. What color shirt was she wearing? Oh, hold on. Let me look at my camera.
And do you know if did she try to open any other neighbors' doors or just yours?
I'm not sure if she did or not. She came to our door once. She tried to get in through the door, and by the time we got out there, she was gone. Then about 3 minutes later, she circled back and started opening our fence to get into our backyard, and that's when we saw her.
And
she started like banging on the doors and the gates. I don't know if she went to anybody else's house though.
Realizing that the two calls seemed to be...
Since both calls came from the same area, the cops decided to call Lyles and ask her if she was the one walking around with a knife. But she claimed she had no idea of anything like that.
Hello?
Hi, is this...
Yes, I just got a phone call.
That was me.
Yeah.
Are you
I know who has...
Okay.
I already know who has my dog. Yeah, my dog's in the backyard.
Okay, I'm sending officers to help you. Are you carrying a butcher knife?
No, I'm sitting in a chair in my room.
You're sitting in a chair in your room. You don't have a knife at all?
No.
Okay, what's your address? What's your room?
I got my dog, thank you.
Oh, you already have your dog.
Kiriana hung up on the officers.
Kiriana hung up the phone on the cops, but they still went to the neighborhood to check if everything was okay. When they got there, they first met with the couple that called in to complain about the woman with the knife. It was at this point that the officers were sure that Kiriana and the woman wielding the butcher knife were the same person.
Is this her down here in the car, or where'd she go? Is she one of your neighbors?
So she says she actually knows where she lives. I've never seen her before. We just came out here because she was in her backyard. We were like, what are you doing? She said, oh, you guys stole my dog and then pulled the knife out on us.
The guy then showed the cops the video where Kiriana came barging onto their property with a knife. After the cops saw the video, they decided to search around the neighborhood for Kiriana, and luckily, they found her in her car, which was parked in the driveway of her home just a few blocks down the road. But when the cops approached her, she was no longer the calm woman who spoke to them on the telephone.
Hello, ma'am. Do you control your dog?
Right now.
Can you control your dog?
No, she's just sitting there.
Okay.
I just got back from getting her. I'm sorry, I'm not dealing with this right now. I'm going through a lot.
What are you going through?
After telling Kiriana to step out of her car for more questioning, she decided to put the car in reverse while the officer was still holding her hand. She then tried to run the cops over, and she chased them all over her lawn before fleeing. While this was happening, the officers fired a total of 10 shots at the car, with one shot hitting her in the arm. They then got into their patrol vehicle to pursue the car.
Hey, turn off the car! Put your keys out the window! No! Turn your car off! Turn off the car!
Finally, she decided to give up and surrender herself to the cops. This time, she obeyed everything the cops said without hesitation.
Turn around! Turn around! Face away! Cool!
After she was finally arrested, she was taken to the hospital and treated for her gunshot wound. She was then booked into the Sacramento County Jail and charged with assaulting an officer. According to court records, she's still in jail and has a bail bond of $500,000. There's no better way for Karens to end up than getting served justice by cops. If you ever spot a Karen causing trouble, then don't hesitate to report them to the cops. If you liked these stories, be sure to subscribe for more so you don't miss anything. What's next? Stay tuned.